Hello everyone, Sigmulator here. Welcome back to Control. Let's have a little explore around this area now. Everything is somewhat back to normal. So this is where I came. Yeah, it was. Can't do anything for you. So that chanting is quite creepy. Can't go that way. What's over here? Oh! Oh, so they're not just in those safe rooms then? Oh, I can't do anything with it yet. I need clearance. Okay. Unknown caller. Emily instructs Jess to find the hotline. Okay. The only person you should fail is yourself. Interesting. I can't smash all the things. More goodies, gimme. Well, they're probably worth collecting now because I can always use them later when I get the clearance I need, so we're not exactly wasting time with this. Alright, I'm back here. Let's see, I can do stuff out here, just not in here. The Hiss Manifest Human Hope. Oh, we read that one. Ah, here we go. The Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards used the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to the corruption, while the armoured guards carry pump-action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shield of dense Hiss resonance. Capable of stopping bullets. Is this shield a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature in organic hosts over time? More data is needed. Did the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat. These are all the questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file that for... Hang on. The Oldest House imposed certain limitations on our Bureau, but by far the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The Oldest House does not allow devices that receive or emit any blank signal. Radio waves are the only transmittable signals in the Oldest House, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconsciousness is taken into account, it could be that certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural redacted for the Oldest House to redacted them. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. The technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the redacted to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Redacted agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets or entering the Oldest House. Interesting. Okay. So it doesn't like new tech. Redacted, a shark in his redacted, although secure redacted, permission to redacted, following basic protocol redacted, shoot to kill redacted, good luck. That was very informative. Thank you for that. Unfortunately, I did not go to redacted school. Okay, I don't know what that's doing. Energy recovery speed 6%. What's that one? Health recovery per. Yeah, that one's a better one to have, I think. Okay, you're telling me where to go, but bear with me a second. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went, Dr. Rodriguez. Nothing in here? Fair enough. Gimme. Loads of things I can't use yet.
There it is again. Our welcome message.
There we go. Whoa. Excuse you, sir. Visited the following Nevada recommendations: Desert Sun Inn, Big Sky Motel, Starlight Motel, In and Out, Aztec Court, Sleepy Bear Motel, Silver Spurs Ranch, El Gato Blanco Inn, A+ Lodge. Accommodation, meals, gasoline, minibar. $313 at the minibar. I do wonder if a motel called the Ocean View is going to be found in a landlocked state. But hey, I guess I'm not paid to think, right? And for the record, I again request that you give us the budget to get 2 rooms each night. Agent Rory and myself are very tired of sleeping in the same room. See you on the road, Agent L. Hines. The boys in research said performing rituals may help identify any places of power. Drinking those little whiskies is my ritual. Oh, hello. Okay, so I do need to keep checking these. Due to recent fluctuations in the nearest control point, the area's stability has been downgraded to yellow. Reference chart: green, stable; yellow, low possibility of unanticipated building shifts; orange, high likelihood of unanticipated building shifts; red, frequent anticipation, unanticipated building shifts. Alright, that's helpful, I guess. Alright, how do I get up there? Well, I can't go in there. An auditory event occurred in the United States Embassy in Havana, injuring the majority of diplomatic staff stationed there. Redacted deaths were reported and the outgoing information has been managed. Event response: Bureau agents arrived at the embassy on the same day as the event was reported through federal channels, but were too late to witness the AWE, which is reported to have been redacted. Excuse me. Staff experienced sudden intense vibrations and noise accompanied by an intense pressure in the ears. This lasted for redacted minutes. No visual phenomenon was witnessed. The scene was cordoned off and the embassy staff were transported to the continental US. After Formula I.9 was sighted in the vicinity, a single cowboy boot began to vibrate, identifying it as an altered item. The item was contained and brought to the Bureau for examination. See case file AI-85 for details. Cool. His resonance field is a physical and difficult to define. His barriers appear as ways to impede escape or access by Bureau personnel. Two methods have been discovered for lowering them. 1. Destroyed the multiple concentrated resonance sources found in the vicinity. 2. Destroyed the Hiss entities in the area. The resonance fields seem to require support for their size and density from other non-connected sources of Hiss resonance. Without the ability to draw from these sources, the barrier will fall. Does an inactive structure made of Hiss resonance qualify as a conscious being? Does the distinction make any difference when considering the Hiss? What does the very act of building walls to prevent our movement tell us about the Hiss? To what degree is it watching and planning? Machine God? I had a dream and I built the thing I saw in my dream. A machine that will contain God, but not the God you know or the ones anyone knows. A new God. This machine will be his body, his heart and his mind. I made it just like the dream showed me. I used the motor from the refrigerator and the coils from my toaster and the fans, plus the timing belt from my car's engine and the wheels from my son's skateboard. God can't move yet, but the dream said he would learn how on his own. This is just a beginner's body, like a baby's, but a machine instead. God only needs a place to start. If you want to interview me, please contact me at the address on the envelope. My phone does not work anymore. I had to use the dialing plate on God. Okay then. Greetings, Director Trench. I'd like to thank you for approving my request for the Dead Letters Archive. Cataloguing the Bureau's collection of delinquent mail will provide an extremely handy database that research teams can use to search for any connections or related topics found among the letters. Aside from the more functional purposes, the archive will allow us to preserve these windows in authentic human encounters with the paranatural world. The letters come to us from various places and times, gathered by the Postal Service as undeliverable. The Bureau is the perfect home for them. I realise not all letters contain accounts of genuine paranatural events, but even the erroneous ones allow us insight into how the unknown is perceived by real people. Of course, I will first compile a system to allow us to analyse the letters for any information or suspected connections to AWEs and other altered materials. So thank you again. Can't wait to delve into my dead letters. P. Bartwell. Oh, I can deconstruct them. That gives me whatever those things are. Whoa! Anyone else? There we go.
Just look at it. 8 inches wide and capable of storing a whopping 80 kilobytes. Stolen by our friends at the CIA, the disk held the launch codes to Soviet nukes.
He sounds like Alan.
This is not the disc, of course, but one exactly like it. A perfect fusion of concepts vibrating in the Cold War era collective unconscious. A receptacle. It is a receptacle for dangerous energies to hone in on. And they did. We don't have the details, but when things started flying around the disk, it was transferred to us. It's an object of power. OOP. Oops. Oh, and it can launch things telekinetically through the air. To date, we've launched maybe 3 dozen pencils. And once, we even launched a cup.
Wow. Pencils and cups. Calm yourself, sir. You are going drunk with power.
Communications. We're on the right track.
In a minute. Those I went through, that's fine. Hello avid readers, the Bureau Book Bunch will convene at the usual spot in the corner table of the cafeteria at 5 PM on Tuesday, currently discussing Unless You by J.D. Brooks. Everyone should get their reviews to me by Monday before lunch so I can generate some conversation starters before the meeting. Happy reading, Penny Bartwell. I see. Oh, another one.
Stepping to the FBC, there's lots to do, there's lots to read, but don't touch, and don't scream much. Let's join the Treasure Keys. Let's join the Treasure Keys.
Hey, Meg! What's wrong?
My mom's dead.
I'm so sorry, Meg! What happened?
I don't know. They blacked it out.
It's like the director says, confidential and children don't start with C.
The director's a puppet! A dirty, rotten, fat person!
Dad says my mama went missing in action. She walked into the city and didn't come back. I don't know what missing in actions is, but I sure wish someone would find her.
I'll help you look, Telfer. We'll find your mama together.
That was weird. Dead presidents. To whom it may concern, I am being contacted by the past presidents of the United States of America. They appear as spirit guides giving me their wisdom. John Adams keeps saying I need to fix America, but I can't really understand him. They all have a lot of opinions. People tell me I'm imagining it, but Theodore Roosevelt showed me how to fix my lawnmower, and I don't know a thing about lawnmowers. Explain that. I have great dead men telling me about the past and the present. If you'd like to use my abilities to help run the government, please let me know. I know the White House could use me. Yours in earnest, James Bartholomew. Uh-huh. Nope. Not going that way yet. Right, give me Book Club, Samson. So I don't usually read a lot of sci-fi, but as far as space operas go, this was alright. The title, Unless You, could refer to a bunch of things in the book, I guess, but I thought it was a little vague and stupid. The way the characters kept throwing it around almost like a catchphrase got real annoying real fast. The best part of the story was the space battles. I sided with the Fixers, obviously, because they had the coolest tech and their motives made the most sense to me. Honestly, if I had to choose between some hoity-toity flowers in gun space hippies or a badass bunch of warriors who go around devouring planets like cheap sushi on a Sunday, I know who I'm picking. That scene where they invade City Planet and convert the entire population using those brainworms, and that space dogfight between those two ace pilots, sign me the fuck up. What kind of ruined the whole thing for me was when my favourite character got killed not even halfway through the story by getting a battery cylinder launched into his face by a gravitational anomaly. His death didn't feel necessary at all. I'm guessing you didn't like the book? 2 out of 5.
Object of power. Looks like the hiss have latched onto it. We need to cleanse it.
I'm guessing you can only launch 3 things at a time. Ow. Alright. Walls can crumble. Got ya.
It's harder to hear you when I'm here. It's like the channel's been changed. The board's in charge here. They're pyramids in Bureau Seal. Are they really the ones pulling the strings? I'm not their director. I'm no one's director.
Yes, now I have the telekinesis. Nice. Alright, cool. No? Okay, maybe not. Whoa! So, okay, so that...
There you are. You were gone. Cut off.
Must be contained in a cell with no other loose material. The object is an 8-inch diskette containing Soviet-era nuclear launch codes. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to telekinetically lift material and throw it a short distance. See Dr. Darling presentation. For more, the object is currently bound to Redacted for research purposes. Stolen from a Soviet military base located in Redacted by agents Redacted and Redacted with the CIA. Jesus. The diskette contained launch codes to Redacted missiles believed to be reserved for use against Redacted. After being returned to America, the diskette began throwing computational hardware at members of the decoding team. An informant in the CIA tipped the Bureau off that it was requisitioned by agents the next day.
I got it. Just like you wanted, right? This will help me fight the hiss.
What the fuck was that? Shit! Jesus. That got tense. Nope, still can't go through you. Fair enough.
Emily said that the hotline can be reached through the mailroom.
Willow AWE. National news sites have begun publishing the story of the polar bear attack on the Alaskan town. You all know I don't like to boast, but claiming that the family was killed by migrating polar bears desperate for food because their ecosystem is being ruined by global warming was a stroke of genius. Using current ecological concerns makes the public much less likely to redacted, so another AWE behind us and the public is none the wiser. Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign and perfectly executed. This doesn't mean we can stop monitoring redacted, and redacted for any off-message opinions, but it's looking like we're in the clear. Tomasi out. Let's see. I will have that, thank you. Need to upgrade. But how do I upgrade? I'm trying to listen to what they're ranting about. It makes less sense the more I listen to it. Don't know what that does. Yeah, no, that's where you want me to go. I'm doing an explore.
Listening to America Overnight, mystifying the airwaves for more than 29 years. Thank you for staying up with us. Ghosts. We've had many callers over the years tell us of hauntings, voices, and other phantasmagorical phenomena. Today, friend of the show, Dr. Quincy Reagan, tells his story. Quincy.
Thanks. This is something I experienced recently while staying at the Chili Pines Motel in Macon for last year's SuspiciaCon. I was in room 47. The night manager, an avid listener of the program, insisted I take this particular room. Now, the manager explained that years back, the body of a man was discovered under the bed, inside that wooden border that motel beds tend to have. And the body had been there a week. Guests had stayed there, sleeping with the corpse a foot below them. They found the body when housekeepers complained about the smell. Hauntings have been reported in room 47 ever since. I happily took the room. I fell asleep pretty quick, checking under the bed first, of course. No ghosts visited me, no chilly spots or flickering lights. But when I woke up, I found myself under the bed. It was dark and stiflingly hot. Luckily, I was able to push the mattress off and crawl out before I suffocated. The night manager was kind enough to find me another room.
There you have it, listeners. What we call ghosts take many forms. Quincy was brave enough to tell his story, and I encourage you to keep calling and writing whenever you encounter something strange, something you can't explain. Maybe you're seeing colors that we have no name for. Maybe your toaster is possessed. Remember, dear listeners, when no one else believes you, we do. America Overnight, we'll be right back.
Yeah, there we go, finally. I was going to take that down there. There we go. Assholes. Last month, our on-site server experienced an intrusion by unauthorized users. After a thorough investigation, it was confirmed that the users only accessed a video file which contained portions of various Dr. Darling presentations. Investigators were able to track the users through their IP addresses. The following are the confirmed identities of these users. Patrick Rubin. Yep. These individuals are in breach of Bureau Code 91 and have been placed under surveillance by our external investigations team. Further action is pending. Ooh, naughty. Okay. Pay attention, Alberto. This is the last time I'm explaining this. Internal lockdowns are manually triggered events that lock one or all of the sectors by restricting use of the sector elevator, effectively locking staff in their sector until the emergency is handled. They can only be lifted via the directorial override in maintenance once the director is satisfied that the situation is under control. External lockdowns are a bigger deal. Nothing in or out of the whole building. It's only triggered by a code red containment breach based on some complicated system that security and research slapped together. It can only be lifted once A, the threat has been neutralized, and B, a high clearance individual gives the system the all clear. The process is not the same as the directorial override. Stop saying so in documentation. I know it's confusing as hell. I've told Darling 100 times to change it, but they're adamant it stays the way it is. Honestly, I don't think they even know how to change it at this point. Let's just make sure our staff understand how this mess all works, okay? Marshall. Right, I can't deal with that yet, whatever that stuff is. Alright, this is the right way.
This must open the door.
I wonder if that got rid of the stuff upstairs. Nope, still there. Hey! Oh, hello.
They can fly now. Great.
Okay.
I have a feeling he'll be back.
Yeah, I get that impression too.
Let's stay focused. The hotline should be past the mailroom.
Is there any more stuff for me to collect? There was another one. That takes me back that way. Alright, we're good, I think. A spate of disappearances was traced to a home in the city of Butte, where Bureau agents discovered a translocative light switch cord. Bureau agents arrived at the home of local celebrity located at Redacted, which has been connected to a total of redacted disappearances in the area. Agents found no one inside. While searching a closet, an agent pulled the light switch cord and disappeared from view. Another agent was selected to pull the cord in order to replicate the event. He disappeared as well. Both agents were discovered at the oldest house redacted days later, found in a sealed room by rangers exploring a new area of the house. The light switch cord in the Butte's home closet disappeared during this incident.
Alright, take this down. The situation in Cuba has been evaluated by the relevant authorities. The mysterious illness affecting the staff at the U.S. Embassy in Havana was caused by sonic weaponry in the hands of a foreign power. Numerous personnel have damage to the inner ear, but most are expected to make a full recovery. Of course, the event also damaged their cellular walls, but we can't blame that on some stupid noise gun. Thank God no local doctors examined them first. Honestly, what are the odds an alternate item would show up inside a U.S. embassy? Talk about good luck, huh? So much easier to... Hey, are you still recording this?
Oops.
Alberto Tomasi, head of comms.
Well done, everyone. It was a strong campaign, perfectly executed.
The hiss got him. The hotline can't be far now.
No. It's definitely close. Hotline chamber. Oops. All visitors must check in. Trench, Bill Everett, Trench, Everett, Trench, Everett, Bishop.
The Ocean View Motel and Casino. Dream Logic. The light switch cord. The door marked with Black Pyramid.
Alright. Alright, well that didn't work. Oh, are these essentially save points? Alright, fair enough. If this is a save point, I'm going to end this one here. Or should I carry on? No, I'll carry on. I don't really want to do that boss fight again. What the fuck? Alright, well that's definitely a save point. That's good to know. Why did I come back up here? Alright. Let's just ignore them and head through. Mind the gap. Do I have to jump? Is that what it says? When it says mean when it says mind the gap? No? Okay, I'm very confused then. Wish the loading was a bit quicker. No enemy spawning in this time.
Have you been here before? No. I've stayed at a lot of roadside motels across the country, on the road, on the run, under the radar. This feels like all of them, like something recognized from a dream.
Oh, I see. I was facing the wrong way. That's what that was.
Hello? Anyone here?
Interesting. Okay, can't access any of these rooms. Oh, does that open different rooms?
Key has a black pyramid on it.
There was a door back here that had a black triangle pyramid on it, but we'll... hang on. Okay, it's just doing these again. Okay. Can't leave. I'm guessing we're going to see Artie again. Here we go. I figured it out now. All right. Oh shit. I will allow you to contact the extra dimensional entities. Alright. This is new. Damn it. Maybe I don't have to fight him, maybe I just have to run.
It is a phone. It's an object of power. It doesn't connect to any typical network. A direct line to the astral plane and the board. And my hypothesis is, under the right conditions, to other planes of existence as well.
A director needs a team. My management team. These people know the secrets of the Bureau as well as I do. Some even better. Darling, Tomasi, Salvador, Marshall. Marshall especially, my head of operations. She sees right through me. She knows I don't like relying on people. The only person you should fail is yourself. But things change when you become director.
Okay then.
I have it. The hotline. I can reach Trench. Well, listen to him. He feels more like an echo. An echo with important info. I need to get back to Emily.
Blimey.
People react strongly when I tell them about you. Is it too soon to tell Emily? She might be able to help.
Yeah, but who is it though? Who are you, or what are you talking to? Oh, I can fast travel. That's good to know.
Jesse, did you get the hotline? I mean, how is it out there? The comms, the hiss? Sorry, you made it. I'm glad.
Emily? Let's talk.
Of course.
Hold on. Initial encounters with the entity known as the Hiss have revealed various behavioural facts. Most notably, the Hiss is able to invade or corrupt control points, altered items, and even humans, radically changing their behaviour. Curiously, any person wearing one of the wearable HRA devices that Dr. Darling has been distributing over the past weeks was not affected by this corruption. The only known exception to this fact is the new director, Jesse Faden, who possesses an inherent immunity to the Hiss. This could indicate that she has already been corrupted, but her behaviour is so in contrast to that of the other Hiss that I have dismissed that theory. My final observation comes from Miss Faden herself. She is able to cleanse material and organisms of the Hiss corruption. We tested this ability on a Hiss corrupted entity, but unfortunately the process seems to kill the host. Perhaps the host's physiology becomes reliant on the Hiss. More work to be done.
I got the hotline. I can make out what Trench is saying now.
Incredible. What did he say?
He talked about his management team. People who knew the Bureau's secrets. Your boss, Darling. Tomasi, but he's gone. The Hiss gone. Salvador?
He's the head of security.
And Marshall?
Helen Marshall is head of operations. She's tough, ex-CIA. She took her Rangers and went to the research sector to secure the HRA production. She hasn't come back.
Someone who could help us. The other sectors. How do I get there?
It's impossible because of the internal lockdown. You can perform a directorial override to lift it, but that can only be done in the maintenance sector. Normally, you take the sector elevator down there. It connects all the sectors, but it won't work while the lockdown is in effect.
We already got past one lockdown. Maybe I can find a way.
Jesse, look, with no prep, no training, in this extreme situation, you are doing phenomenally well. And all that and the Hiss can't seem to affect you. I mean, I would love to run some tests on you. If you agree, that is. We could find out something that would help us.
Tests? I don't know. She might find out about you. But I wouldn't mind understanding more myself. Okay. If you think it will help.
Great. I'll check the internal documentation for any lockdown bypasses. We need to get these sectors open to locate Darling and Marshall.
And I'll look for a way inside the maintenance sector. The sooner we find one, the sooner I reach this override.
The hell is that? Unknown caller. Upgrade and unlock new abilities from the nearest control point. Hey, I can do some upgrades now. But that can wait for the next episode. Thank you very much for taking the time to watch this, guys. If you liked it, like, subscribe, ding that bell. I'll see you later. This has been Control, and I'll catch you next time. Take care now.